Back we go. Is this the frame that's going to clinch it?
Thank you. Frame 15. Shaun Murphy to break.
Not a bad break off. This red to the right of the blue doesn't look to be a good angle to try and pot and get on the black. You know, as a shot to nothing, it's just not there. It's totally the wrong angle to take that shot onto the corner. And that's coming up short. And we know what Shaun Murphy did in the previous frame with this type of shot.
Yes, Neil will be very disappointed with that. He'll be looking to play an absolute rock-hard frame of match snooker here to get over the line. Not give him any chances, but this is one the way Murphy cues. So he's had a reprieve there, Neil Robertson.
Well, from Shaun's point of view, at least that red jawed and went into the bunch and kept everything safe. And once again, he hasn't really played a good safety, a good telling safety. He's looking for one good chance, that's all he's looking for. But Shaun will make it as difficult as possible. Not the best. Neil Robertson special coming up, but not guaranteed to get nicely in the colour. I think he can get around the back of the two reds and the black and could finish on the blue.
Yes, it's a little funny one, this, from the commentary box. It's not a full-blooded stun, this. If he did that, he'd cannon one of the two reds. So, yeah, I could see him missing that. There's a little bit more in that than I first thought. There wasn't one he could stun. So to play that with a little bit of side there. You can see it widen off the cushion.
Now that's a better length. Just enough of the red sticking out to pass the yellow and get back down off that red to the left of the bunch of reds. Now let's see if Neil can get in behind that green and brown this time. He's pushed the red over the corner. But Shaun will have to get up onto the blue. Pink and black are tied up. But I think he's got the angle to do that. Still need to cue these well when you're tucked up on the cushion.
Beautifully cued yet again, and deserves to be on something. It's a great shot.
Do you know, there might be a shot on here to show you this blue again. There might be a shot to pot this red, land on the other red and leave himself on the black. Let's have a look if he can just roll this in and cannon that red. No, he couldn't play the cannon, I thought. tried to develop the black, but it was always going to be difficult.
Well, this will be a test of your cue action if you take the blue. There's full well there's a red over the corner pocket. So you've got to knock this in.
Blue ball.
Some of the pots he's knocked in the last couple of
12.
frames, quite incredible under the circumstances. And you know, he played to get on that red above the black. He looked at that before he took that difficult blue on, because he was trying to get on that pot, it nudged the other red and leave the black, but he's overscrewed it slightly. But what a pot on the blue. So he's thinking very positive at the moment.
13.
Well, the black must go past that red. Amazing. It doesn't look from here, but there you can clearly see it does. That makes that blue even more of a great shot.
Well, he deserves everything he gets for this break.
20.
2 fabulous shots on the blue. The second one, an unbelievable pot.
$21. $28.
Shaun Murphy's always
29.
been a big occasion player. He just loves being out there in front of a crowd like this. When they had this school of excellence, when he first turned professional, he was one of the players there.
36. 37.
He's always worked very hard, not only on his game, but on everything connected with the game. Interviews. He's been a model professional throughout his career, this fella.
44.
And one of the
45.
finest cue actions in the game, and he's proving that here.
Yes, the long blue he knocked in before. Most players would have been happy to stun, never mind screw back. 5 foot or whatever it was.
52.
It's worth another look at it. Have a look at the cue ball. It stopped and then spun back. Beautiful cueing. Well, he won the last frame at just over 8 minutes. This frame's just been going over 8 minutes, and he's almost at the winning line. Neil can't do anything about this.
58.
He's still waiting for that one chance. No need to panic just yet. Miller there, and I'm sure she'll still be as excited as she was. In fact, it's worse for people watching
59.
than when you're out on the table, John, isn't it?
Yes, very much so. Well, this is great stuff at the moment from Shaun Murphy. Made his mind up he's going to be positive. And it's one thing being positive, it's another thing knocking in blues like that. It was absolutely brilliant. And it looks like in the space of something like 20 minutes, he's going to have won a couple of frames.
66. $71.
Neil Robinson
72.
hasn't had a pot for nearly 19 minutes. He hasn't Been at the table, that's why.
$79. Pink ball.
Have a look at this shot. Oh, that's unlucky again. Almost had a century in the
86.
previous frame, and
Touchy ball.
but for that unfortunate cannon, he would have had one here. But Shaun Murphy is certainly on fire at the moment. That's 2 quick fire frames he's won. That one with a break of 86, and he closes the gap to 9-6 now.
And suddenly we're starting to think about Masters finals of the past, the likes of John Higgins and Paul Hunter, and great comebacks such as that. Let's not get too excited, but 2 very quick frames and very adeptly done by Shaun Murphy. Consciously, obviously, has speeded things up, and it's worked.
Yes, very excited. I sat on the microphone and fell off. Yes, and you know, it crossed my mind. Sometimes when you're playing, you sort of can. This might come out wrong, but you can sort of brainwash yourself into playing the part of a hero. You go out there, it can sometimes happen at the end of a session, you go out to another session. But it looks like Shaun's sort of like trying to sort of convince himself he's playing the part of the underdog, the hero, the superhero. And all of a sudden he's talked himself into this a little bit more to give himself a chance.
No telephone boxes in sight. He's not come out as Superman as yet, but I take your point. And he looks so much freer the way he's cueing now.
Yeah, well, I mean, we did say that, but he took on a tremendous blue. And as John Parrott said, most players would probably play this and just try and stun it in. He has the red over the hole, but just look at how well he cued this blue, and just look at the reaction he gets on the cue ball. Fantastic shot to keep